when we are in potential level. We used to send rockets up into the stars and be able to reach up to Pluto and beyond. But now, when's the last time you saw a rocket ever reach space and not crash, burning up in the atmosphere? I bet you it's been years, hasn't it?
Well, they got the spaceship stuck up there right now. They got some people up there, and they can't get them home. So they having to send Elon Musk up there to get them. But they don't even know if Elon Musk's rocket gonna make it. So
and therein lies the problem. There is a lack of stability.
Tasha funny, man.
There is no stabilization. There is no order. There is no near guaranteed method to get those people down from there. And hence why they're stuck. Hence the paranoia of even trying to reach into space further to begin with, because we can't even save our own people who are stranded up there.
Hey, young
man. I think there is a reason. And I'm going to say this because, Deuce, you will be coming back to my platform, okay? And we won't have to talk about your mother. We can talk about all the things that you observe while walking this earth, while playing video games, while reading, and while connecting with source energy, which is art, because God is art. God is the creator of all things. And when you create, you are God, and you are directly connecting with source energy. And the moment we stop creating and we let a computer create for us, we are killing ourselves.
That's right.
Yes.
And there's a reason why I feel they label people like you who are socially awkward. They want to put labels on you. They want to say that you're autistic. They want to say that you have Asperger's. They want to say all of these things.
They want to create a vessel to fear us.
Yep.
Right.
To treat us as beyond the norm, something that should not be striven for. When we are in actuality, and this is probably the biggest form of boasting that I've ever given in my life. When people like us are perhaps the potential to continue on humanity's future. People like Albert Einstein, like Stephen Hawking.
Oh my God, Jesus Christ. Jesus.
We are the people that look at the world differently.
Yes, baby.
And we bring a new perspective.
Yes, baby.
And in those new perspective, it gets people questioning, what if we could do this? What instead of A and B, what if we look at this, why don't we look at point alpha before we reach point A and B? What if we brought this in? What will point A and B look now?
Right.
I said this to my mother in one of our last calls. She asked me if I was a pawn or a king. I said neither. If I were to be anything in the game of chess, I'd want to be the board. A pawn is obvious, but for a king, the entire game rests on his shoulders, and he is still in control of the players. If anything, the one constant in a game of chess is the board. Every bishop is always situated on a white and black square that they always move upon. Every rook moves on a cardinal direction of that not 8 by 8, I believe. Wait, is it 8 by 8? I think it's 8 by 8.
I don't know.
Let me see. There you have rook, knight, bishop, king, queen, and then there's a replica of the first three. So yeah, it's an 8 by 8 grid. On that 8 by 8 grid, the players always work in bounds of that grid, because that is where the true law lies. It is the law of the land. In war, what is the first thing that is most important? Intelligence. What is the terrain? Are we dealing with a forest? Are we dealing with a desert? How are we going to maneuver with those? Can we employ any form of stealth, tactics? What can we apply? Because the most important tool is knowing what you're dealing with. How do you play the game And how you play a game is dictated by how it is established, by the foundation.
That part.
In chess is the grid. It is that 8x8 board. Well, a board. In the game of war, even though it is not a game, it is dictated by the land that is seen as the war zone. In, say, a board game like Monopoly, every piece always moves in that property zone. You gain cards, community and chess cards from that zone. You go to jail on that board. You place houses and hotels on that board. Why strive to be a piece that is controlled? Why strive to be a piece that is controlled by, that is always controlled by something else or hinged behind the decision of something else, when you can be the very thing that dictates how far those people and those pieces can go? Why be the functioning cog when you can be the boundary that decides it? Why be the materials of an architecture's new building when you can be the land that dictates how far and how high they can build?
22 years old.
And that there describes me.
Whew.
I think beyond what many people normally think. Sometimes to a level that is unnecessary, but sometimes it becomes necessary and leads people to think that there's more to this than meets the eye. And it's something that my oculi, the vehement oculi, can detect.
Can we leave it here? Because that just summed the whole universe up, Deuce. Thank you.
Certainly.
And I know you probably already know this, but don't let nobody tell you something wrong with you.
Trust me, no one ever will. The only thing that can guide, the only thing that determines how strong or how weird I am is myself. And it's not, and that doesn't apply to just me. That applies to you and to everyone else. All of us.
New Titans, baby.
We are as strong as we allow ourselves to be.
Come on.
And though there are some limitations, there are some people that have already become the board. We too can become our own boards.
We'll be back.